Hey, I'm Jamila Murchison, a current junior studying environmental science, and I'm here with Dr. Eve Brantley, Associate Professor of Environmental Science at Auburn University.
Jamila?
Hey, Eve! So Eve, can you tell us what's so interesting about Toomer's Corner?
Sure, we're here at Toomer's Corner, one of the most famous intersections in the South. What you probably don't recognize is that it's also an intersection for stormwater technology. When we grow in urban and suburban areas and put hard surfaces on the ground, it changes the way water flows. Instead of being able to soak into the ground, water now runs off very quickly. We're going to talk through some of the technologies that we have here at Toomer's Corner and around our state for treating, slowing down, and allowing stormwater to soak in.
What are y'all doing?
One of my fine students. What do you think we're doing? Stormwater!
Yeah, seriously.
We could have Rachel list off some of the practices. Yeah. Do you want to talk?
Okay,
do you remember?
sure.
This is Rachel Berube. She is a senior in agronomy and soils in the College of Ag. Rachel, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we have here at Toomer's Corner?
So at Toomer's Corner, we have permeable pavement that helps with stormwater management, and we have cells underneath all of the trees around the corner to help with stormwater management as well. And then in the back, in the Gay Street parking lot, there's a bioretention cell that collects rainwater from the roof and from the parking lot to divert it and safely clean it before entering into storm systems. So what exactly is the purpose of having a cell underneath the trees?
That's a great question, Rachel. Remember that when we pave a landscape, we change the way water flows. By putting in the bioretention media, we create a place for stormwater to collect and soak in. It's got several benefits. So we've got stormwater soaking in, getting clean, watering the trees, and slowing it down before it reaches the stream that's at the end of the pipe, of course.
Awesome.
Yeah. This tree cell, although again it just looks like an ordinary tree, is actually full of engineered soil, specially designed to catch and hold stormwater and cleans it of pollutants that may be in there. Some of the pollutants we would find, we could guess oil and gas. We can think about litter. If you over-apply fertilizers or pesticides, there's all kinds of things that stormwater can wash into streams, but catching and holding it and cleaning it here is the first step to protecting water. So where does the stormwater go? Follow me, let's see what happens to that water. Now we're at a different intersection. We've left Toomer's Corner and we've moved down to the intersection of where all of that stormwater collects together and exits. We call it daylighting. Here is where the stream begins in a more natural condition. We talked about all the different practices that we can put into place throughout the watershed. Those practices help treat stormwater as it moves across the landscape so that by the time it enters into our stream, it is of higher quality. Why is that important? Well, think about not only the fishes and the insect, but our eventual drinking water quality. Also, we can think about the elements that make up a stream: soil, plants, water. This stream has been reshaped so that those elements are in a nice sort of equilibrium where all of the stormwater moving in has an opportunity to spread out and soak in and be treated as it's moving through the floodplain. As we sit and look over the stream, we can see birds, we can see fish, we can see life coming back, and it all goes back to understanding how soils work, how plants work, and how to manage the water.
This is one example of a stream restoration project on campus. Are there others?
Yes, there are practices all over campus that use conservation theories to improve stormwater runoff and entire stream systems. We can go check them out.
So Eve, where are we?
We're at the Auburn University Research Park, and we're here at the CASIC building. There are several practices all throughout the research park whose focus is to improve stormwater runoff. Again, the quality of the runoff, slowing it down, cleaning it up, and how much runoff local streams receive. Here at this building, the CASIC building, we've got permeable pavers and a bioretention cell. Bioretention cell is very similar to a rain garden, just a lot bigger with more engineering involved.
What have we learned? Non-point source pollution, stormwater, best management practices, stormwater control measures, green infrastructure, rain gardens, permeable pavement, and bioretention cell.
Every cup, every bag, every little piece of trash that you throw out into the street will be swept into storm drains and makes its way eventually into the stream. The floodplain behind us has collected a lot of these cups and cans and bags. Doing something as simple as putting litter in its place makes a tremendous difference in protecting water quality. What we can't see, the nutrients, excess fertilizers, phosphorus and nitrogen, and maybe even oil and gas and other fluids that might leak from a car, that's in there too. But again, if we work hard to catch and hold those pollutants and those small practices throughout the watershed, we do a much better job of waiting for just letting it hit the creek and ask the creek to clean it up.